Hello, welcome back. Well, it's more like a belated welcome back. I've had a few messages, people saying, Kevin, where's your video to start the new school year? I've been a little bit tardy, I'm a little bit late, but I wanted to send you a quick message with 3 simple ideas of what you can do to succeed this year in school. That's what the questions have been coming in, Facebook, Twitter, wherever it may be. People have been saying, Kev, what can I do to succeed in school this year? Now, I could say, well, first of all, let's get motivated. But really, why should somebody say why going to school is a good idea? I mean, it's blatantly obvious, isn't it? Does somebody really need to explain why doing your best in school is a good idea? If you did need to know why, I found a research study this summer. Did you know that the University of Miami in Florida over in the United States did some research and found that the difference in your final grades of 1 percentage point increase, that's all 1%, the difference between 65% and 66%, or the difference between 79% and 80%, I don't need to do any more examples, do I? I think you get the point. 1% more on your grades. For boys, it means that in the future, you'll earn 12% more per year in your wages, and for girls, 14%. Why the difference? I have no idea why, but I was impressed. If you get 1% better on your grades, you'll earn 12 to 14% more on your future salary after you left school. I think that's a good reason to do well in school and succeed this year. So people said, well, okay, Kev, I know I need to succeed. I know that grades are important. I want a great job in the future when I leave, but how do I do it? Now, I could say, set some goals. Have a focus, you know. Decide at the beginning of the year what you want to achieve come the end of the year. But I've done videos on that in the past, so I'm not going to do that. What I thought I'd do is give you 3 other different pieces of advice. First piece of advice, here's my top piece of advice for the year ahead. If you want to succeed in school, number 1, develop a passion for learning. You see, when you say to most students, name me your top 5 favourite things that you like to do, a lot of people say sport, yes. Fashion, yes. Music, yes. Homework, no. It's not there, right? So the thing is this, if you have a passion for something, you'll do more of it. The deal is this, we live in a rapidly changing world. Now, I'm not saying you've got to develop a passion for school. I'm not saying you've got to develop a passion for your teachers. Let's be honest, that'd be a bit weird. If you were passionate about your teacher, that'd be wrong. No, what I'm saying is you've got to develop a passion for learning. You've got to love growing. You've got to love making yourself better than you already are. So it's not where it feels like it's work, but it feels like a hobby, something that you get to do, not something that you have to do. Now, for instance, I developed a passion for learning when I was younger because I loved learning sport. And whether it was learning how to swing a golf club, whether it was a tennis racket, I still can't do, I'm not very good, whether it was football, whether it was cricket, it didn't matter what, I developed a passion for learning through learning sport. And then that transferred over into learning things about nutrition and sports psychology and other stuff. I'm not saying you need to know right now what you want to specialise in and what you want to be super brilliant at for the rest of your life. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying develop a passion for learning. You can figure out what you want to focus on in the future, but here's the thing. If you want to make yourself indisposable in the future to an employer, then you've got to be great. You've got to be a great learner. Well, let me put it a different way. If you want to be indisposable to an employer in the future, you've got to become an expert in something. And the only way you can become an expert in something is if you learn lots of stuff about that thing. And the only way you'll learn lots of stuff about that thing is if you're passionate about learning. So I encourage you to go out there and develop a passion for learning. Don't rely on other people to make you passionate about stuff. Find it in yourself. Number 2, I went on a bit there, didn't I? Number 2, my top tip for this year for how to be successful in school would be laugh in the face of adversity. The truth is this, there's going to be tough times ahead. You're going to be sitting in a lesson where you're going to be utterly confused about what the teacher's talking about. You're going to be sat in a test or an exam not having a clue what the question's asking you to do. And you're going to laugh in the face of adversity. You see, most people, when the going gets tough, they quit. They can't be bothered. They'll go home, they'll flick the television, watch a bit of Geordie Shore, watch the omnibus of Hollyoaks or whatever else it may be. And that might make us feel good in the moment. But it's actually through facing challenges, it's actually through stepping up when the going gets tough that you actually grow. That's when you learn the most. Now there's a an ideal level here. It's okay to be comfortable 80% of the time, but you've got to be outside your comfort zone 20% of the time. You've got to be in adverse conditions, challenging conditions, where you're thinking, can I really do it? I'm not sure whether I'm up to this. Have I really got the skills? Put yourself in those situations and laugh in the face of adversity, because when you get on the other side, it's those challenges that make you talented. It's those tough times that make you skillful. It's those tough times that will make you employable in the future. Number 3, the third tip, and I'll leave you after this one, I'll keep this one quick. Number 3, for you to be successful in school this year, go and get yourself a mentor. And I don't care who it is, but have yourself a positive role model in your life, somebody that will help you be passionate about learning, somebody that will encourage you through those tough times. Somebody that's there by your side, so you don't have to go on this journey alone. And now this could be an older student, somebody that's already been there, seen it, done it, and helped you along. It could be a teacher, it could be one of your parents, it could be a next door neighbour. I don't care who it is, but get yourself a mentor, a positive role model, somebody who will encourage you and support you, so that by the end of this year, you'll not only get the grades you want, you'll have a great time doing it, and the future will look nice and rosy. I'll be putting another video together sometime soon. Thanks for watching, use what you learned here, and you'll become truly unstoppable. Bye for now.